Ben Hazing out of Kanawha, the 17B, is on the inside of the second row. Flanking him will be Troy Swearingen out of Thompson in the 73. Buck Shafroth from Orient, Iowa, the 92, is on the inside of the third row. And Mike Albertson out of Audubon, the Z3, will start sixth. Lauren Pazika Jr. out of Burt, the 46M, will be alone in row number 4. So Albertson late to the party. We are going to go green out of turn number 4. So the 3 machine was late getting out here. That's why he will have to start at the tail. We will come to green. And Andrew Kloss will lead him down into turn number 1. To the back straightaway. Kloss, your leader. Howlett sits in the second spot. Troy Swearingen, who has kind of lost track. Couple of wins over in Elgona, and boy, it got tight, 3 wide there, and Howlett suddenly didn't have a lot of space out of turn number 4. Contact was made. Kloss still the leader. Swearingen now to the top 2. Howlett's falling back to third, and Swearingen, the Lake Mills Motorsports 73, Nelson & Sons entry, working to the inside. And Kloss still too strong here in this one. Chance Howlett suddenly back up into the mix on the back straightaway. Swearingen dives down to the inside. Howlett's right there, and now Buck Shafroth. Shafroth only a handful of car lengths in arrears here in the third spot, so count the lap, and we are under yellow. We are under yellow. A solo spin in turn number 2. Lauren Pazika Jr. out of Burt, Iowa, the 46M, will get things refired. To the back straightaway, Swearingen will point and shoot to the back straightaway here, and boy, Swearingen, we've seen him early in this one, knocking on the door, and Kloss will fall back into that second position here halfway through this one. 4 in and 4 to go for the Corteva Agriscience. Stock car heat race number 1. Swearingen lengthening his advantage now. Kloss under attack with Chance Howlett in third, then Shafroth, Albertson, and make them 4 across out of turn number 4 for a moment. Kloss still in that second spot, but ain't going to be an easy road from here on out. And holy cow, Howlett's able to get up in front of Kloss that time, but boy, Buck Shafroth able to turn the double play on the back straightaway, put Shafroth now to the top 2 with only 2 laps to go. Swearingen in command. Shafroth up into the top 2. And we're under red right now. Red flag in turn number 2 as Andrew Kloss was upside down. We're under red. Get to the rest of our sponsors here in a moment. So, all right, kids, make sure maybe you take a step back away from the fence there. I didn't realize we suddenly had a whole group making their way. So we're going to come under green flag racing action. So please make your way back from the stands here, or from the fence here in a moment, as Troy Swearingen will lead the pack into turns 1 and 2. Yeah, if we can just have you back up a little bit, kind of back towards the grandstand area, be a little safer there, so thank you very much. White flag in the air, Swearingen over Shafroth, Howlett, and Mike Albertson. Single file as they run down the back straightaway. IMCA stock car heat race number 1. About ready to get wrapped up here. Swearingen will pretty well have his way with that one. Then Shafroth, Howlett, and Albertson to wrap up Heat race number 1. Cody Nielsen out of Spencer, the 29N, is on the inside of the third row. On the outside is Donovan Smith out of Lake City in the 35. And that is your lineup for your Asmus Farm Supply Heat race number 2 for your stock cars. Also want to thank Elite Gutters, Napa Auto Parts, Earl's Demo, Swenson's Hardware, Lake Mills Motorsports, Casey Nielsen Cleaning Solutions, and Unicover, all great supporters here all season long at the Hancock County Speedway. 8 laps around the 410 mile. Going to be ready here out of the 4th turn. Wickman and Lang on row number 1. On the back straightaway and to the north side of the Speedway, Lang going to push up the banking. And that will open the door there for a moment. Heath Tulp took a peek to the inside. Nothing doing, though. But maybe a much better shot here to the back straightaway. Donovan Smith about 3 car lengths behind this top 2 duo. And Lang under full-blown attack right now. Lang led lap 1. Will hang on and lead the second lap. Tulp is right there, as is Smith. Donovan Smith out of Lake City, Iowa, the 35. Was peeking to the outside. And going to have to get things gathered back up. And as these top 3 cars battle, Cody Nielsen, the 29N, has picked up a couple of spots and has his sights set on joining the party on the back straightaway. And Heath Tulp with the Craig Gray throwback scheme on the 850. Able to kind of hunker down here to the inside of Calvin Lang. Laps evaporating in your Asmus Farm Supply. Night of 10,000 stars. Stock car heat race number 2. Donovan Smith from the tail up to 3rd. Boy, what a dandy battle up front right now between Calvin Lang hanging on by the skin of his teeth. But maybe not anymore. Heath Tulp, your new leader to the back straightaway, and going to drag Donovan Smith right up to the top 2. Lang losing a couple spots here with 2 to go. To the back straightaway, Tulp able to march out to a handful of car lengths on Donovan Smith. Smith maybe a little better on corner entry, but when you put it all together, Heath Tulp, solid run right now, able to put a couple extra car lengths each time he heads to the straightaway, and the white flag in the air. Kevin Long, our chief starter, will grab the checkers. And of course, draw, redraw. In our show here tonight, with the exception of the modifieds, using passing points and redraw. Checkers are out. It'll be Donovan Smith in that second spot. Heath Tulp will win it. Then Lang and Nielsen, the top 4. Row 2 inside is McCain Jennings out of Algona, the 517. Alongside is Todd Van Eaton out of Orient in the V31. Row 3 to the inside is Jeff Feaster out of Dakota City in the 343, and Kelly Schrack out of Fertile will fire from the 6th and final starting spot and is in that 3 car. Already under power out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Good to have Scott Olson back with us in an IMCA stock car, longtime modified competitor, and over the years, Olson had spent quite a bit of time up here at the Hancock County Speedway. Got the jump, but you can see he was being awfully careful on corner entry in turn number 3, and that allowed that 3-wide battle of Van Eaton, Logue, and Jennings to gobble him up the last time in turns 3 and 4. Jonathan Logan, the 69 junior, dives down to the inside. Knew Olsen was a little slow there the last time, but Olsen with plenty of momentum here will lead lap number 2. As we head the other way, Van Eaton losing some ground right now. McCain Jennings out of Whittemore, Iowa, the 5:17. Trying to pick his way to the outside of Logue. And Jennings been strong over the last handful of events, and that 5:17 may not be done yet in this one. Going to ride right around the outside. Look at that shot up into the top 2. And now Logue has the stealth fighter. A salute to veterans number 3 at Kelly Schrock from deep in the field. Schrock by a nose. Logue trying to fight back here on turn number 4. Olsen to the back straightaway, your leader. Jennings not letting him go. And Kelly Schrock, as we said, up 3 spots in this one. Jennings dives down to the inside. The Sportsman's Corner. Jennings Home Improvement 5:17 is right there within a bumper or so on the home straightaway. And Jennings, your leader to the back straightaway, and now stair step him 3 across on the back chute. Yeah, it is on. As you're going to throw a feaster into the mix. Logue nearly spun himself out. We're still 3 wide for the lead with 2 to go. Boy, fantastic since Eden service. Stock car heat race number 3 and gone down the back straightaway. Jennings able to separate himself from the rest of the pack. Olsen second. Schrock trying to pick up one more here in the late stages with 1 to go. Getting right down to it, your IMCA stock cars. We shuffle to the back straightaway. Jennings well in command. Kelly Schrock, the 3 car, deep to the inside of Olsen, side by side for second and third. Checkers on the front stretch. Jennings will win it. Olsen second, and Schrock will complete the top 3. Pace vehicles off the back straightaway. IMCA stock cars ready to go here tonight. Heath Tulp, Troy Swearingen, they were strong in their heat races here tonight. They're going to lead the field. The green underway. On the break to the south side of the Speedway, Tulp quick out into the top spot by a nose, but here comes Swearingen around the outside. Swearingen upstairs. Hollitz there in that 3rd spot. As we complete lap number 1, nearly a dead heat to the line. Give the nod to Swearingen, your early leader. So Swearingen, early leader, but Heath Tulp starting to get that inside line rolling now in the back straightaway. Hollitz 3rd, McCain Jennings 4th. Schrock going to dive down to the inside. That 3 machine rides 5th. Still early in this one. Tulp, your leaders to go to 1. Heath Tulp out in front. Swearingen now has Chance Hollitz pestering him to the inside. Hollitz knocking on the door that time. Hollitz slips back in behind the 73, and Kelly Schrock going to shoot to the inside. Jennings trying to make it right through the middle, can't do it. Make contact with Hollitz that time on the front straightaway. Tulp in command on the back straightaway by a handful of car lengths, and Kelly Schrock, bang, out of the top 3. He will jump to the inside of Swearingen. Team cars run 2nd and 3rd. As look out, we got one upside down in turns 3 and 4. 4 cars are sitting on the Speedway. I did not see who went up and over, and we are under the red flag. And then Schrock and Jennings, the top 5 coming back to the restart. Still early in this one. And green flag in the hand of our chief starter, Kevin Long. Heath Tulp looking to go 2 for 2. And only a handful of days here at the Hancock County Speedway. Night at 10,000 stars. Stock car A main is back underway. Boy, look at the drive that Tulp got that time on a turn number 4. And we've got a 3-pack to the back straightaway behind Chance Hollitz. Swearingen dives down to the inside, has Kelly Schrock flanking him to the inside, and McCain Jennings, a 5:17. He'll be up in the third as we go to 1. Boy, Jennings over the last handful of weeks at 5:17 continues to come to life. The drive right of Whittemore, Iowa. Overdue for a feature win. Got a little struggle early, and that 5:17 right now is starting to size up. Chance Hollitz, the 6 cars are going to 1 and 2. It is still Tulp, your leader. Hollitz in second. McCain Jennings was knocking on the door there for a minute. Rest of the top 5 as Swearingen and Schrock. Jeff Feaster now to the top 6. Schrock going to dive down to the inside. Cannot get Swearingen, at least not yet. The pair of Lake Wheels Motorsports cars ride 4th and 5th. Swearingen not content to ride in the tire tracks of the 5:17, but that's what he's forced to do here right now as we head to the south side. Schrock up the banking, able to slide right in front of the 73 on the back straightaway. Kelly Schrock able to find his way past the 73. Not yet to the halfway mark of your IMCA stock car A main. It is still Tulp, your leader. Now look at Jennings jumping to the inside. Jennings shot hard to the inside of the 6 machine that time, and nothing doing. He's going to try again as we head to 1. Boy, McCain Jennings, I think he thinks he's a little faster than the 6, and he might be. McCain Jennings out of Whittemore, Iowa. Needs about 2.5 more feet to slide up in front of Hollitz. Can't get it done. Side by side for second. Jennings once again takes it deep down in the corner. Leaves a lane for Hollitz to the outside. Kelly Schrock, and look out, Jennings is off the pace. McCain Jennings shuts it down on the back straightaway. That'll leave Hollitz and Schrock left to battle for second and third. A little further back, you've got Albertson just getting past Jeff Feaster out of turn number 2. Albertson to C3. Just clawed his way to the 5th position. Feaster out of Humboldt, Iowa, falling back one that time, as it is Tulp, Hollitz, Schrock, Swearingen, and now Mike Albertson, the C3, in the top 5 in a battle for the 2nd and the 3rd spot. Is starting to heat up right now, and actually 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The fire starting to burn a little bit hotter for that spot as Hollitz, Schrock, Swearingen in those spots, and Kelly Schrock, the salute to veterans colors of Lake Mills Motorsports number 3, can't quite draw alongside of the Cadillac chassis of Chance Hollitz, but here comes Kelly another time. Kelly Schrock made it stick that time, coming out of turn number 2. Can't quite clear him to the north side of the Speedway. Hollitz trying to prevent him from sliding up in front. He stumbled for a minute. Schrock now to the top 2. 5 laps remaining, 5 to go in this one, and now Albertson going to flash to the inside of the 73. Albertson starting to make some noise right now with 4 laps remaining. Tulp leading by half a straightaway. Schrock second. Collins, Swearingen, Albertson, the rest of the top 5. I told you Albertson is money in the bank right now through turns 1 and 2. And suddenly Chance Collins, who spent quite a bit of this event inside the top 2, is struggling just to stay inside the top 4 as Swearingen got him. Now Albertson will race past. Albertson, good run now up into the top 4. He charged from a little ways back in this one. We'll take the green flag high in the air. Heath Tulp gonna have 2 to go. So right down to it in this one. Tulp and Track the top 2. Swearingen has Albertson nearly in the hip pocket. And out of turn number 4, we will start to pick up your leader, Heath Tulp. A little bit of lap traffic in front of him, but I think he's going to have to pay no mind to them. Heath Tulp, the 850, looking to go 2 for 2 in only a handful of days here tonight. And on a turn number 4, Heath Tulp will post the 10,000 stars win. Ready for victory lane here in a minute. Heath Tulp, winner on season championship, was also your season champion here at the Hancock County Speedway. He will win it. Really not seriously challenged after that. It was hot and heavy behind him. Race fans, he's out of the car. He will add a night of 10,000 stars. Championship in 2022. I'm not going up there, bud. Boy, that was a solid effort here tonight.
Oh man, Troy had me a little worried there when he was running good on the top, and that red flag actually helped me a lot. I looked over at my brother. He goes, "You need to probably move to the top. I think everybody's coming to the top." I'm like, "Okay." Then I went to the top that one time. I'm like, "I don't think I'm going to get off of this." And man, I thought I heard a bunch of people behind me. I thought I was cobbling everybody up, but man, this thing, it's just been a freaking rocket for the longest time, and I can't thank my crew enough. I know I haven't said this yet, but my wife and kids at home, I don't think they're here, but if they aren't, love you guys. Yeah, it was just awesome.
So you didn't know you were pretty well stepped away from him?
No, the last lap, I looked up at my brother, and he's like, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I can just ease it into 3 and 4 then and just mosey on around. And no, I just kept pushing it harder and harder. I thought Troy and Kelly and the 6 car were all right behind me, and I just kept pushing it harder and harder. I kept screwing up in 1 and 2 big time. I'm like, man, there's got to be somebody close, but I don't know.
Who else you got to thank real quick?
HK Plumbing, Shoneman Realtors, Plum Supply, Ross Snow Removal, Britt Bar and Grill, Johnson Farms, MT Shearing, Apple Valley Assisted Living, True Value, John and Heather Matthias, MPB Construction, Smoking Whips Barbecue, Everett Farms, Kathy's Photos, Elite Seamless Gutters, HRT General Repair, Ewing Funeral Homes in Belmont, Mojo Productions here in Britt. I already said that.
I'll give you one more, okay?
All right, I just actually want to thank all you fans for coming out. This is awesome, and this might be our last night of racing. I don't know.
Well, heck of a way to go out if it is. Good run.
Thank you, Chad.
All right, how about a hand? Heath Tulp winning your stock car 10,000 stars. Amen.